Hi YouTube. Well, video was gonna be an installation video of the Apex SD spring kit. Okay. This works in the Smith & Wesson SD40 and 9mm, or the SD40 VE and the SD9 VE models. Okay. What this kit does, it lowers the weight on the trigger from the factory trigger. Okay. During my installation, I changed out the springs in the slide, no problem. I had a couple issues, or a lineup issue, when I was messing with the spring with the trigger and the frame, and I got frustrated and was cussing and everything else, and just had to stop the video and look at everything and get it all lined up and all squared away, and got my factory pin, or the pin, back in. Okay, so that was a little aggravating, so I didn't cut a video or produce the video here on YouTube of the installation. Okay, but I will say that it did help with the trigger pull. Okay, the trigger pull, if you saw in my previous video, is about 8 3/4 to 9 pounds. Alright, right now it's pulling at about 7 to 6 3/4 of a pound, so it dropped at about 2 pounds. I'll do a couple pulls here to show you. Alright, well, actually 6 1/2 right there. Okay, do another one. 6 1/2 again. And right at 6 1/2, closer, it's in between 6 1/2 and 6 3/4. Alright, so it drops at about 2 1/4 pounds. Alright, so for $20.95 is what I paid for the spring kit, which you exchange out the safety plunger spring, this little small one. You change out the striker spring, and you change out the trigger spring. The trigger spring is what I had an issue with. This pin right here is what you use to push this pin out, and it lines up everything, because there's the trigger has like 2 holes to line up, then the spring goes in between those 2 holes, then you have the slide lock, that lever that lines up with it, so everything had to line up, and it was a little pain in the butt to get them all lined up to get the factory pin back in. So that's when I started cussing and everything else, so had to just dispose of that video. Okay, unfortunately, but maybe after I play with this play around with it a little while longer and get more comfortable changing it out, I'll do another video of the installation. But if not, there are other videos out there on YouTube. Okay, but it's not very hard. The slide was very simple. Again, I just had some issues changing and lining up everything with that trigger spring. Okay, but again, for not $25, but, well, some of them are $25, but for mine it was $20.95. But for that little price, to drop your factory trigger down from, 9 to 8 3/4 to about 6 1/2 to 6 3/4 is a great deal. Okay, it doesn't really change anything else with the trigger. It's still, the same trigger, the factory trigger. I didn't put the Apex trigger in here, which looks like a Glock trigger. I just kept this trigger for now. But mainly just changes the weight, reset and everything. It's still pretty long and everything, but for this budget gun, it's not bad at all. Okay, the gun right here runs between $300 and $350 depending on where you buy it, and it's a decent gun for the price. Okay, again, this was given to me by my father, and I don't mind adding a little money to it to make that trigger feel a little better. Alright, so if you're in the market, or if you have a gun like this, and you're in the market to change out the trigger or anything like that, give the spring kit a try, the Apex spring kit. And again, for 20 bucks, a little over 20 bucks, you can't beat it to help out with the accuracy and stuff like that with that trigger pull. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave any comments down below. Stay safe and carry on. Bye.